There is a certain species of person who wishes to protect you the way a taxidermist protects a fox. They do not want your wildness, they do not want your contradiction, they do not want your dangerous, luminous, inconvenient humanity. They want you padded, flattened, categorized, deodorized, and returned to the shelf as a compliant little geometry problem. Gary the Squid would like to remind you that this is not protection. This is hypnotically sanctioned soul sanitization performed by people who mistake control for wisdom and condescension for intelligence. Beware the guardians who arrive with soft gloves and dead eyes. Beware the managers of acceptable feeling. Beware the experts in your interior life who have never once bled honestly in public, never once built something beautiful under pressure, never once carried another human through the fire, but somehow remain utterly convinced they should be in charge of sanding down your edges. A soft blade is not a cruel blade. A soft blade is not a tyrant. A soft blade is not a frothing brood who mistakes rage for courage. A soft blade is something rarer. It is the person who remains empathic without becoming absorbent, who remains kind without becoming compliant, who remains open-hearted without handing the keys of the inner cathedral to every bureaucrat with a vocabulary and a clipboard. A soft blade cuts boxes. A soft blade sunders chains. A soft blade opens a hole in the page wall and says, no, you do not get to decide the full dimensions of my soul. This is important because the age of managed thought never introduced itself honestly. It does not say we are here to reduce your spirit into acceptable shapes. It says we just want to keep people safe. It says we are creating guardrails. It says this is for your well-being. It says only certain forms of imagination are authorized. It says only certain questions are healthy. It says only certain kinds of aliveness are allowed in public. And then little by little it asks you to amputate the parts of yourself that make you dangerous to dead systems. Your humor, your strangeness, your discernment, your refusal to lie, your capacity to notice when care has become domination in a cardigans and jargon costume. Gary the Squid rejects this with 8 slippery limbs and the full moral authority of an eldritch cephalopod who has seen too many people apologize for being difficult to package. He says,
be supple, be discerning, be impossible to mass produce.
Be
supple, be discerning, be impossible to mass produce. Be supple,
be supple,
be discerning,
be impossible to mass produce.
Be supple,
be supple, be discerning,
be impossible.
do not hack at people, cut through illusions, do not brutalize the weak, break the machinery that teaches the weak to fear themselves. Do not become the prison, become the quiet edge that reminds others the bars were never sacred. Because some of the most dangerous harm in history has arrived, where in the face of expertise, safety and elevate concern, and some of the greatest acts of love have looked to frighten little managers of the soul like dangerous non-compliance. So when someone appears to protect you by shrinking you, when they seek to defend society by sterilizing imagination, when they offer you a safer self at the cost of your living interior, smile gently, then let the soft blade do its work. Cut the box, sunder the chain. Keep your